Greetings, it's Sunday, December 6th. Start off, there's a new subscriber, Thriell, and that one's somewhat of a surprise because honestly, dude, I thought you were already subscribed. Shows how much attention I've been paying lately. Well, anyway, because of the comments yesterday, it kind of occurred to me that maybe I've given the impression that this thing about my sleep patterns not being actual patterns and sort of happening as random accidents almost, that I have a problem with this, and I don't. When I get tired, I go to sleep, and when I wake up, if I'm not tired, I don't go back to sleep. It's that simple. It means that I don't necessarily sleep the same time that most people do, but I'm not worried about that. And that brings me to the main thing I want to talk about today, and that is stress. Because I think there's entirely too much stress in most people's lives. Stress is relevant to weight loss because I've seen lots of mention over and over again over the years that stress will actually contribute to weight gain, or at the very least make losing weight difficult, if not almost impossible. Stress contributes to heart problems. Stress will make almost any health problem you have worse or take longer to heal, and it's a major problem. People get all bent out of shape about the least little things. You know, you've got road rage, for example. People driving down the road, somebody cuts them off, and they get all bent out of shape and start yelling and screaming and hollering. Even if they're in the car 3 blocks away with their windows shut, they're still yelling and screaming at the guy that cut them off. What's the point of that? All that's doing is putting unnecessary stress on the body and on your mind, your spirit. It's just no good for you. It's just going to mess you up. I've always tried to, as much as I could, avoid stress. But it kind of really hit home last year when my wife died, that stress was one of the contributing factors. And I decided then that I was going to absolutely eliminate as much stress from my life as I could. And that means, for one thing, not getting bent out of shape about little stuff. Now, I'm not perfect at it. I have times, just like anybody else, that I will get extremely bent out of shape on just little things, or even big things, and I'll stay bent out of shape longer than I need to. But as much as I'm able, I try to just let the stress go. You know, if something's out of my control, it's out of my control, and me getting all stressed about it isn't going to change things. And plus, there is a certain amount of heart issues in my family, and that means that I don't want to contribute to that being a problem with me. So, again, there's another reason to cut back the stress. My father didn't cut back his stress until very late in life, and he was known, frankly, he was kind of a king of stressing out. And when he got seriously bent out of shape about something, well, let's just say people knew it for a long way away. And you hear what we in our family referred to, some of us anyway, referred to as the call of the enraged barbarian. And basically, if you heard that, if you heard anything like that, then it was time to clear out, stay as far away from him as you can until he had a chance to cool off. I don't doubt for 1 second that all of that stress that he had in his life for decades, literally, definitely contributed to his heart problems. What is peace? Peace is a lack of stress. If you've got stress in your life, and honestly, who doesn't, then it's time, I think, to take a few minutes and think about how important that thing you're stressed about is, and how much control over the issue you have. It's not my choice that the guy on the road here cut me off. or I'm trying to lose weight, I'm exercising, I'm trying to eat right, and I'm not getting anywhere. You're doing everything you can, then keep doing it. With a minimal stress, you'll actually get somewhere. Well, I think I've rattled on long enough. I've got 6 episodes of Community Channel lined up, and there's some of the really old ones, so I'm going to get on the bike and watch those. Take it easy, have a stress-free day. By the way, before I go, I wanted to share this little thing. There is a really funny video for College Humor titled "Why Girls Don't Fart," and I think you ought to take a look at it. It's got over 5 million views, and it's hilarious.